Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your January 2023 reading. Spirit. Ooh, cards falling out already. Let's see what's going on for Gemini in January. January. Ooh, wow. You're going to have, quite the beginning to the month, that's for sure. Holy shit. Okay. This is going to be fascinating. Check this out. First card up, we have the Chariot. Then we have the Six of Cups. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, you get a little reprieve in January, but you're coming in strong with the Chariot. You're moving and shaking. You're moving towards something. I don't know what it is. We're going to find out. But boom, forward motion. And it feels like you're coming into the new year quickly. I think it's going to slow down a little bit, then it's going to speed right back up. The slowing down part is the Six of Cups. Very nostalgic, very much about children, nostalgia, past, reflection, that kind of stuff. What are you thinking about through the month of January? You were all gung-ho and like going like mad with the Chariot. What slowed you down? I think it's something from the past. Are you recalibrating? Are you thinking about something else? Thinking about changing course maybe? We're going to find out. Because by the end of the month, life is speeding back up again. Whether this is your choice or not, it's a coming. Because this card tends to be around fate. And shit's going to get moving whether you want it to or not. Well, this is going to be an interesting month, I'm thinking. So we're going to get our oracle cards. To elaborate, we'll drill down a little bit, get a little more intel as to what's going on. Then we're going to drill down. But let's see what this is all about. So while I'm getting my cards here, I got a couple to grab, but yeah, Happy New Year. I hope you had an awesome holiday time. This doesn't want to come apart. Holiday time and New Year and all that good stuff. I love the New Year because I love wiping the slate clean and starting fresh. Today is actually my New Year. So it's January 2nd as I'm filming, right? And I don't know what it was. I was saying this to Taurus. I just did their reading. And I was like, for some reason, January 1st didn't feel like the first day of the year. Which it always does to me. This has never happened before. And I'm like, it's like a day in between the 2 years. And the new year actually started today. Really weird, right? But kind of cool. I'm okay with it. And let's see if you're okay with these cards. What do we got for you? Okay, let's take a look at the Chariot. The first card that came out for the Chariot, we have Walrus. It says, remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. This could be the what's causing you to slow down. You're moving ahead, signs and synchronicities come in and you're like, hang on a minute. The second card that came out is you're being helped. It says heaven's working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see results yet. That's it. Whatever this is that you're moving towards, this Chariot energy, there's something that you're expecting to see. Like the signpost, the stoplights, the go this way to get to this place. There's stuff that you're not seeing, right? It's not like a smack in the face so you understand it. They're omens, they're signs. It's not as easy to pick up, right? So it's like you're driving along and I don't know, you need to turn right, okay? But there's no sign that says turn right. Instead, as you're driving along, a bird pitches on, I don't know, a bush that's at the corner you need to turn at, right? So it's a sign like the bird's landing saying turn here instead of a big flashing neon sign saying turn here. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get those big signs. You're going to have little signs. You're going to have those little omens, the things that pop up. That's why this card has come out. You're getting the guidance from above. It's just not like bold-faced, like in your face kind of signs. Do you know what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense. And I think that's why things are slowing down. Just taking a quick look at the Six of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. The Six of Cups. I'm going to show you the cards that came out and then we're going to talk. The first one is bring it into form. And then we have generosity. Because this has come under the Six of Cups, and remember how I said this is the energy slowing down throughout January. Bring it into form is basically saying, what do you want? You're moving along the chariot, right? So you're moving and grooving or whatever. You're not seeing the signs that you're expecting, but you are getting signs and omens and synchronicities, right? So it's causing you to slow down and go, okay, what am I missing, right? What am I missing? I think one of the reasons why you're not getting like in your face clarity is because you're not being in your face clear about where it is you're going and what you want. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do to bring it into form, which means bringing it in, manifesting in the physical world what it is that you're thinking about. If you're thinking, I want a new job, right? Well, were you clear on what job it is? No, like, I want to be an accountant. Okay, but you keep getting signs for different jobs like, oh, you know what, carpenter required and this and that. You're getting all kinds of jobs thrown at you, but you're not clear about the job that you want. You see what I'm saying? I know it's kind of a silly analogy, but in order for that to show up, boom, here you go. Here's some accountant jobs that might work for you. Then you need to be clear on what exactly it is that you want. That's the slowdown. I also think that what I want you to do, I don't get this a lot. What I want you to do with the Six of Cups, because we're talking about Six of Cups energy right now, which is quite often nostalgia, childhood memories, that kind of stuff. I want you to think back to when you were young. And if you are young, like if you're in your 20s, think back to when you were a little kid maybe, or even a teenager. If you're young, or even if you're not young, if you're 40, think back to 20 years ago when you were a teenager and just, going to school, or should I go to school or should I work? And what do I want to be when I grow up? I still don't know. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Think back to what you enjoyed, what lights your soul on fire. That's what you want to move towards. I kind of wonder if that chariot energy was taking you where you thought you wanted to go, right? But again, that clarity had to come because I think it was taking you down a path you were telling it to go. Maybe it wasn't the best path. And with those signs not coming, smacking you in the face, it made you slow down and go, well, shit, do I really want to go this way? Do I really want to turn right? I don't know. Maybe I should think about this. It gets you thinking back to what something that, like I said, it lights your soul on fire. It just made you so happy. It's like, if I had to do this as a job for the rest of my life, it wouldn't even feel like working, right? It's that kind of feeling. It's asking you to look back and figure out what it is that you really want. Get clear on it. The generosity piece this is saying, I know it's going to sound really weird, but it's, if money wasn't an object, what would you want to do with your time? It's also talking about giving some of your time to others. There's something around time here. I know time's a construct. Is it really real? Is it not? Who cares? Doesn't matter. Right now we're talking about, what are you going to do with your time? I also think, I just noticed this. It's like, okay, so she almost, I don't know if you can see this very well or not, but it's like wherever she is, she's feeling, it's like she's in a good feeling space, right? She's got the smile on her face, feels like the sun's kind of shining, but there's another, I don't know if it's a meadow or a grove or whatever behind her, meadow of some sort, I guess, field. It's like, get out of your comfort zone if you need to. Yeah, she's feeling really good where she is, but look behind her. There's a whole other world out there waiting for her. Something else that she can experience. Maybe this chariot path that you were on is something that was really good for you, but you've slowed down for whatever reason. Something has made some sign, some synchronicity has popped up to say, are you sure? Are you really sure that's where you want to go? Now when we look at the Wheel of Fortune, let's see what happens when life speeds up. The first card out is Breath of the Cosmos. It says, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. And then we have Find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid this discomfort. It's making the change. It's making the change from that Chariot energy where you thought you wanted to go, right? Where you weren't terribly clear, but it's like, yeah, let's go this way. It's making the change. That's the discomfort. It's like, oh, really? I think if you don't decide to do it, the universe is deciding for you. That's the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay. It's good though. Like everything about this has a really super positive feeling. So I would say don't worry. There might be discomfort, but at the end, like if you trust, and like I said, like be clear on what it is that you want, I think you're going to see that things turn out quite well. Okay, where do I want to drill down? There's a lot here too. Taurus was the same, very similar. All of this seems to be very close knit. So I am going to just take some cards in general. We're going to drill down just sort of on what's happening with this month. And then we'll clarify with a bit of tarot and follow it up with some advice cards. So what do we got? Oh. 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 Whoa. Okay. Some deep shit, man. Holy cow. Check this out. First card we got is Manatee. It says, accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. Then it says, or the next card is Called. And it says, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Then we have visions of life beyond death. Death and rebirth. There's something that you're being called to do. And I'm telling you, it has something to do with the past. That's the Six of Cups. So accepting the situation as it is rather than trying to change it is more of, don't try and change the situation if it doesn't suit you. Choose a different path. Don't try to change it. That's where the slowdown is. It's you coming to the realization that I can't change this path I'm on to suit what I want. It's not working. I have to change my path completely. Soul gifts and what you've been training for, a lot of this stuff is very obvious when we are children. People who are, like prodigies and stuff, it's when they're kids that their gifts are discovered. So go back to your childhood on this. I'm telling you. The visions of life beyond death is you being able to look at these possibilities, right? These potential opportunities, these paths that you can take and go, okay, I can just see it for what it is right now. Okay, I get it. I accept that. I'm looking at this and it's like, now you need to look at it not just from the perspective, I guess, of where you are now, but once that changes, once that death occurs, and then it's the rebirth part of it, what's it going to look like after the thing dies off, right? Whatever this Chariot thing is, if that dies off, what's it going to look like going forward? That's the question, right? What do you picture it to be? Remember, we were talking about that card, bring it into form. So what do you want it to look like, right? Instead of wondering, well, geez, I don't know what it's going to look like, if I ditch this thing and move this way, what's that going to look like? Well, it'll look like whatever you want it to, right? That's what manifesting is. What do you want? Get clear and make it happen. I know I'm oversimplifying this, but it can be that simple. Cards that came out, so we're clarifying with a bit of tarot, we have the Emperor. You are the boss of you and your own life. We have the Six of Swords, moving on to better seas, right? From choppy waters to calmer seas. This is you moving on to something better suited to you. And what do we end up with? Ace of Pentacles. This is an opportunity. It's an offer. This is something that usually is a seed you can plant and watch grow, right? I think right now you're laying a foundation for what's to come. You have the potential to lay the foundation for what's to come. Depending on the choices you make is exactly what you're going to get out of it. So if you feed this Chariot energy, okay, That's what you're going to get. Are you going to be happy with that? You may not. It's up to you. Or are you going to feed the Six of Pentacles? Right? If you do, are you going to be happy with the outcome or not? It's up to you. Because you are the creator of your reality. Bring it into form, whatever it is you want. Whoa, that's some deep shit. Taurus was deep too. Like, oh my God. I don't know. Is it the readings that are deep or is it just me? Maybe a trigger was pulled and I'm like into more like esoteric and spiritual interpretations. I mean, they're always there. I could do that. But I like to keep them kind of basic and kind of go with the flow and fun and whatever. But man, we're getting into some deep stuff today, kids. Let's check out your advice cards. Okay. Oh, you have 2 here. I didn't see that. Okay, 4 cards. The first one is transformation. What are we just talking about? Death and rebirth. Devotion. What is it that you want, right? Decide what it is, put it out there, and stick to it. That's devotion. Stay true to that. Don't lose sight of that. This is what's going to help you when the wheel starts turning to make sure that it's turning in the direction you want it to and that it's turning in your favor. The next card is waves of prosperity. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you. You got a lot coming here, but you have to choose it. You have to choose it and you have to make that effort. You have to decide what it is you want. And the last card, awesome. It says, I choose love no matter what. And if you do, you can't go wrong. So there's that. All right, we're going to leave it there. So good luck with everything, Gemini. This is a fantastic reading. I'm loving it, and I hope you do too. So we're going to leave it there, and until I see you next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Gemini. Bye.